Got an idea and want to spread it rapidly or share it with rest of your team? Recording a video is the best possible way in the YouTube or TikTok era. This video will show top 2 tools, one Chrome extension and one installable software. Both have one thing in common. They save your recorded video directly to your hard drive. It will not take it to cloud, it will not be behind the paywall, or there will be no limits. Tool number 1 is going to be the open source Chrome browser extension. It stands out for the annotation it can create when screen recording is happening. The backend for the video processing is directly done inside the Chrome browser itself using Wasm FFmpeg, and there's no need to install any tool on your direct operating system. On top of it, you don't need to sign in to get your video. It will be ready in a couple of seconds after you are recorded, and it depends on your own processor speed and the RAM that is available on your machine. You can download the videos as MP4 or WebM based on your requirement. Let us look at the Screenity in action. This is a Screenity.io website that you are seeing. You can visit their GitHub page here. This is an open source software and it is also free to use. You can also modify it if you want. In the open source page, if you scroll down, you can see that the libraries that has been used, FFmpeg is at the top. There are also various other libraries that has been used for varieties of tools that it needs. In order to install Screenity extension, you have to visit the Chrome web store and you can search for the extensions Screenity on the Chrome extension area, search area. You will be getting the Screenity's screen recorder. You have to just add to Chrome. In my case, you can see that it is still showing add to Chrome because I have installed the Screenity, that is developer edition. So if in your case, you will have to just click on add to Chrome and then you will be getting the Screenity for free. You can see the various features that I already discussed, and it has got a very high rating of 4.4 out of 5, and it's also open source. You can see I have already installed the couple of screen recorders here. I have Amazing Screen Recorder, I have Screenity, I tried various other recorders also. Screenity was much more easier to use. So if I click on the Screenity, you can see that the page opens up and the microphone that I want to select gets listed down. If you want, you can allow the camera, or you can review the permission and dismiss the camera allowance. In my case, I have dismissed it. You can click on the show more option. You can click this particular hide the toolbar. You can see the toolbar here. This is the annotation toolbar that I was talking about. At this moment, I'm not recording anything. So if I click on the toggle drawing tools, you can see this drawing tool window opens up. So I can now draw anything that I want. I can change the color of the drawing that I'm making. I can highlight if I want. Let me take a different color, and I can type the text if I want. So here the text is getting typed, and if I want, I can erase all of these things by using the eraser. So after I click the eraser option, I can erase it. I can do boxes like this, and I can have arrow marks like this. So all of these things are possible right now. On top of it, you can also import images, and you can place the image right in the area where you are showing. So all of these things are possible during the recording is happening. So let me start recording right now. The moment I start recording, it will ask to allow Screenity for backing up the recording. So you can click on allow backing up the recording, and I am saving it in my regular saving locations, it will save under Screenity recordings. You can select and it will accept for editing files, and then only it will go into the recording itself. So you can click on share and you can select the screen that you want to share, or you can select the tab also. And once that is done, you can see the recording has started. If you look at it, there is a recording option that is going on here also, and once you change the location of the bar, you can see that the recording toolbar comes back. If you change the tab, you will see that it comes back in a second. Apart from that, you can stop the recording now. Once you click on stop the recording, a new tab gets opened where the recording preparation happens. This is one of the points that I wanted to highlight. The recording processing happens locally. You can see the video is processing, and right now it will not show anything because it's taking its own time to do the processing at the backend. But you can download the WebM by default because the video is recorded as a WebM. And then the FFmpeg WASM is used to convert this WebM into MP4. So that is what it is being done. In reality, the WebM has to be downloaded to your local operating system. You need to use FFmpeg of your local operating system and then convert it to MP4. Screenity tool takes that and converts it directly using your Chrome browser itself. Thanks to the WASM application that we can create, this is possible now. It's taking a little more time because of the RAM and the processor power of my machine is little lower. So you can see that the video has been processed and you can see the thumbnail got updated, and you can download the file as MP4. So if I click on download as MP4, you can download it. You can get the GIF also right now, and you can get the raw video format here. You can also edit and crop videos. There are other options. You can actually click that. So if you click on it, you can edit the videos. You can see the editing option. You can mute the audio. If I cancel it, it will go back to the starting point. You can crop the video, so you can see that you can crop it in any location that you want, and you can save the changes. And finally, you can add your own audio. So you can drag and drop your audio files here, and you can add the audio. You can sign in and save to drive. I wouldn't actually require to sign in and save to drive, but you can actually try it. They are also streamlining this process. And finally, you have the various download options here. Once you click on it, you will be asked a location for you to download, and you will see the name here, right, like this. And you can run the video once you download it. And the best part is you can execute the video here itself. So if you click on this, you can see that whatever we recorded, you can see it right inside your browser itself. You don't need to even go to your local operating system to see what's happening. So whatever I showed during the recording, it is actually showing right now. So this is the idea that I wanted to share. So Screenity is one of the best tools that is available, and it's a tool that actually saves a lot of effort from our side. Apart from that, there are some challenges that I have seen, especially when I am using Screenity. The mic volume actually drops down. So this is one of the challenges I have been facing. It could be because of the Linux operating system that I'm using, but in case of other operating system, this may not be the case. The second tool that we are going to see is Open Broadcaster Software, or OBS Studio. OBS can be delightful when it works, but it can become overwhelming when you have to change something inside the settings. Unlike the Screenity software, this has to be installed on your operating system, and it has to be configured for best audio and video quality. I've been using OBS extensively on Linux operating systems like Manjaro, Ubuntu, and Red Hat, Fedora. Unlike Windows version of OBS, which has extensive plugin support, Linux distribution don't have all the plugins. However, OBS now has the support for the most sought after equalizer plugin for the audio input. This helps to get a better voice quality from the recording inside Linux also. Previously, this was not possible, but with the recent OBS version, this has been updated. Even though you might have come across various videos that introduces OBS, the idea that I want to share in this video is to show you the settings that I am personally using for getting the best output. Without further ado, let us go into the settings. So here you can see that I am showing the OBS itself that I am recording right now. And if you click on the settings, it will open up the settings window. It is a little surreal to actually see the recording software itself right now being recorded. You can see that in the general area, you don't need to change anything. Just leave it as it is, the way it is coming in when you are downloading it. Appearance also, you don't need to touch anything. Stream also, you don't need to touch anything if you're not going to stream it. But when it comes to output, leave the streaming as it is, but the recording, you can actually change it. The recording path can be changed to the path that you want to use. Keep the recording to high quality, and if you want the recording format to be MP4, change it. However, I would suggest you to keep it as MKV. Changing any of these settings was impacting the stability of the software, especially in Linux. In case of Windows, this may not be the issue. Also, when you are trying to change this video encoder to a different encoder, the application might crash more often. So keep that in mind. If any of the changes is crashing your application, then try to change the video encoder first to software. Next is audio. When it comes to audio, remove all the global audio devices. You don't need any of these things. I'll be showing you how the audio is getting recorded at the bottom in a couple of seconds. Apart from that, you don't need to change anything in this audio tab. In case of video tab, if you are going to record, ensure that you are recording it at 1920 cross 1080. You can update this manually also. You can type out the numbers and you can change the screen resolutions. However, the screen resolution has to be scaled for the canvas that you're using. So it is better to stick with this 1920 cross 1080. And then in the advanced area, only thing that you can try to update is the file naming format. Rest of the things, leave it alone. This is the basic settings that I wanted to share. Next, when it comes to the sources, you have to create a scene. So this is a scene that you have to create, and then if you have to click on this plus icon, you can click on the screen capture pipe wire. So if you click on the screen capture pipe wire, you will be able to getting this kind of a input area where your screen gets captured. Next is the microphone or auxiliary input. This is where the audio input capture, pulse audio is what you have to select if you are using Linux. So once you are done that, this mic/aux will come in. Then you have to go into the filters. So in case of filters, these are the various filters that you need to add. We were speaking about the 3-band equalizer. That is the first filter that you need to add. But this is going to be the last in the series of filters. In case of OBS, the audio filters work in a particular order that has been created here. So compressor will be the first filter that will get executed, then the noise suppression, then the expander, noise gate, limiter, and finally the 3-band equalizer. So this is the setting that I'm using currently. Then comes the limiter. I'm going from the back. So the threshold is at -10 dB with the release at 9 milliseconds. The noise gate is at -50 and 40 dB to block all the external noises. Expander to control the treble and the bass. Noise suppression, this is helpful for suppressing unwanted noises like the pops and the hisses. Even though I use a pop filter, sometimes the pops actually enter into the stream. That can be controlled. And finally the compressor. The compressor setting is shown here. You can better copy the entire settings as such and use it on your OBS and test it out. When it comes to 3-band equalizer, depending on your voice, you might have to change the low and the high The mid should be left alone in the 0, but you can play with this low and high frequencies to match with the voice that you want. These are the major settings that you need to care when you are going to work on OBS. Rest of the things will be straightforward. You don't need to touch any of these things. So as I was telling you, these are the primary two tools that you need. The most important thing is, once you have created the videos, we can do a lot more things with that. You can use it for sharing it for future users. You can extract the audio from the video that you have recorded, and you can extract the transcripts from it. You can create a summary and add that summary to the email that you are sharing with others. You can use that summary for uploading it on the various sharing platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So there are various other things that you can do with the video once you have recorded it. In the next video, we will be diving into open source tools that you can use for extracting audio and the transcripts, the text transcripts from a video. Do leave a like, comment your ideas in the comment section, share it with others whom you think will need a system like this, and subscribe to my channel for further updates on similar kind of videos. With that said, I would like to leave this video with 4 words, that is explore, explore, practice, practice. See you guys. Have a great time.